Okay, so yesterday I was able to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku to max links, and today we're going to go ahead and take this guy into the Broly Red Zone. Now, just showing out here, he's still 55%, but I did, as of this video, get a dupe into him. So we're going to do him 55% max links, because I always like to do at least one video of that. And then for the subsequent videos, like in Sin Shenron, etc., we will be taking this guy with his dupe in his dupe path, right? It's very possible Sin might be up for this one. Probably not, right? But still, we're going to take this guy here today. And I think he'll be looking quite strong for us here. And again, I guess to confirm, Oob is also going to be at max think levels as well whenever we get Oob out. So, really, really strong opener for us. If you guys are aware, this Goku, we really want to stand by into him as soon as possible. This normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku is really strong. 40% reduction the first slot, right? Defense is able to get to a reasonably solid amount. But you badly want full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku out. That's where he becomes actually like competing for best unit in the game kind of level. But this guy, in my experiences, has no issues with Ki. Once we get hit, we'll get his 3-turn defensive buff and his 1-turn offense buff here. Okay, so how much does he eat this for? Again, his full buff isn't up yet. So 127k, okay, that's fair enough. So 9.2 million attack stat. Again, we don't have any support active. This is just him doing his thing, right, with his full link levels activated. So as long as we don't dodge one of these attacks with the 5 dodge, yeah, okay. We got all 5 hits in there, which is, I think, really, really, really good. Receiving all 5 of those hits right there. You have to keep in mind this Goku, to stand by into Oob, you want to receive 5 attacks. So I guess my Goku, we're going to get full power out pretty quickly. Again, it's very situational. Because what happens is, if you get 5 hits turn 1, and then you get Oob on turn 3, obviously that means full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you're going to get out on turn 5, which is pretty good, right? Really, really strong. However, if you don't get 4 hits in the first turn, you're not going to see, like, Oob until turn 5, and then subsequently, you're not going to see full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku until the 7th turn. So, it really depends on how lucky you are in that first turn in terms of attacks. Now, fights like this Broly, I feel, maybe the original Omega Shenron fight, I think, is another one I could bring up. Actually, I'll push you off. This kind of sucks. I guess I will keep you, sure, whatever. We'll do this here. Actually, putting up both rotations, we got 5 attacks in the first slot, right? Not relatively like that common, like in this Broly fight, this first phase. Sometimes you get attacked like 5 times during the turn, it feels like, right? But again, I feel like against like this new Sin Shenron event, I feel like against Metacooler Core, I feel like against the Cell Max Red Zone, there's a lot of situations where you're able to get attacks, all those attacks, very, very early on, which is quite good. So, I mean, here, I'm just going to go ahead and use a standby. Again, you want to stand by into this guy as soon as possible. So, let me just, before we continue, so these are all his stats here. Full links here. Full defensive passive besides the 70% slot 1. He's at 467k. Now keep in mind, he does also raise defense for 4 turns on a super attack effect, the 18 key, so he could technically get an even higher defensive stat. I mean, probably reaching around 700k without support, with 40% reduction in the first slot. That is not terrible, right? I wouldn't say that's crazy, but for 55%, I would say that's pretty good. Like, for example, we have Physical Turles, right? Physical Turles is able to reach like 800k defense even with 20% reduction, and he's able to live most super attacks in the game. So 40% reduction is so much more powerful. It's like, you could even say it's a 90-day difference getting the extra 20%. And on top of that, he has relatively the same amount of defense at free dupe with no support, right? So that kind of gives you into his perspective how good this guy is going to be defensively. Now again, that's, well, especially after he super attacks, right? But now we're gonna see him go into Oob, and Oob is he's not too much different, but he's very different in a lot of other ways. So
みんなのスーパーサイヤーパワー全部俺に分けてくれ。 ーパワー状態のスーパーサイヤ人王だ。俺は絶対に負けねえ。悟空さんに早く気を。
Okay, so we have Oob out here, and as you see right there, he does actually create int key spheres. So Oob can't attack, right? He's a standby character. But even though he can attack, he's a very potent defensive character. I mean, I don't know if I would say he's the strongest defensive character in the game, because I feel like the Angel, not the Angel Vegeta, he is Angel base form Vegeta, isn't he? That Vegeta from the Z Duo card, he is probably stronger defensively, just because they stack defense, right? But this Oob is really, really high up there. He could very easily get 100% damage reduction, which is just really, really insane. Actually, let me bring up the Dragon Ball Z Duo. What do they get in terms of damage reduction in their passive? They get 8% reduction per key sphere obtained. This Oob gets 10%. So it makes it a lot easier to reach those higher numbers, right? Given if we get for example, we get 7 orbs here with Oob, he's at 70% reduction. Well, 7 orbs with the Dragon Ball Z Duo would be 56%. So that is able to create such a massive difference. Now Oob guards if he receives 3 key spheres, right? So you could say in this turn, he's getting 70% reduction and guard, right? Which is really, really strong. We'll grab this here. And if that's not even enough, he he also is able to, support all allies for 2 turns, 3 key and 70% defense, right? So these defensive stats are buffed up by Oob existing. Just literally being here, that does buff up. Now you may notice if you actually look at the, okay. We got the nullification here. I guess I'll talk about that real quick, right? Oob is able to nullify unarmed super attacks, guarantee nullification. Now, there are certain bosses that do unarmed super attacks like this Broly, but a majority of bosses do either Ki Blast or other, so I don't think it's going to be very common you see this nullification, especially with Oob being a character you may see on turn 5, right, in a lot of situations. But that nullification is there for future bosses especially. Now, one other thing I want to bring up is, again, from that 3rd turn, so when Oob returns, he can no longer get his damage reduction or guard, and he loses the 2-turn support. So, Oob, only on his very 1st turn, he has the damage reduction and the guard. Keep that in mind. So you don't want to keep out Oob as, for a very long time. You want to get Oob out of here as soon as you can. He's here for this 1 turn mainly, while Goku is able to charge up his ki. You want to reach 30 charges, 30 charges in order to transform into Super Full Power Saiyan 4. I was going to say 30 ki, but it's kind of different, right? Because how this Oob gets his charges is he actually gets charges by the type of key spheres you grab. So if you grab Int and Rainbow key spheres, you do actually increase the charge by 2. Right, so you saw it last turn, the Int key spheres we grabbed, we got 14 charges, whilst, so let's say if we got the physical orbs with the Super Saiyan 4s, I think is what we got, those are 1 charge per key sphere obtained, right? So that definitely does matter, and that's why Oob does create the Int key spheres. So Rainbow Orb changing makes it pretty helpful for this Oob to get his ki. But, I mean, usually it's not an issue. Again, any single character can activate this passive. And again, you could also clearly tell the effects of Oob support. Look at the ki levels we're at. We're looking pretty good. I mean, this Goku, even without Saiyan Roar, this is a free dupe Goku as well. 527k defense at the start of turn before his full defensive passive is procced with the slot 1, right? So that's really, really good. Now, there is a optional other finish skill that you could activate if you're under 39 charges, right? It's 29 or less. 30 charges, so you have to be 29 or less. That does recover 30% HP and you get 3 ki for 3 turns, but it's not really something you want to aim for, because you go back to normal Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You want full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We all know, we all want to see full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's who we're here for, man. Okay, so Now we can go into full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku because we have the full ki gauge. So let me go ahead and we'll play the OST, and this full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku dude, he's actually just disgusting.
So ろそろお手へ本気を出して決戦も決戦、超最終決戦といこうじゃねえか。
Yeah, he's cooking. Okay, we have him out here. We win. We just don't lose, right? So we could get all links here, but this Goku is basically an upgraded version of the first Super Saiyan 4 Goku we see, where he wants to be in slot 1. In slot 1, he gets a total of 50% damage reduction, and he does get an extra 77% defense. Once he receives or evades an attack, he gets another 77% multiplicative defense for 5 turns. Again, very, very easy with ki. 7 ki start of turn, 1 ki per ki swear obtains. He's just doing so much. He guaranteed crits for the first 3 turns. The very first turn he's out, he guards. And then if you're at 24 ki, he crits anyways, right? So this guy is just absolutely crazy. I mean, 150% attack on super as well. There's a lot to talk about for this guy. He does link with other Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, obviously. Even other full power Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, but I'm going to use... he's gonna tank. Like, he eats this Broly AoE. I'm gonna use this just because I actually don't want to die. Let's play this, actually.
フュージョンしてっておめえの口から聞けるなんて最高だぜベジータ。フュージョン。俺は孫悟空でもベジータでもない。俺は貴様を倒す者だ。
I'd rather just not risk dying here. I don't think it's smart right here. So, again, Goku, he needs to get hit to build up some extra parts of his passive. But once he's able to receive those attacks, I mean, it's GG. He doesn't technically have to get hit anymore for his full offensive passive, though. That's all on super attack, right? So this Goku is going to be doing quite a lot of damage here. I mean, with guaranteed crits, let's see. What is this damage that he's going to do? 16.4 mil right there. Okay, that's pretty good. Just free dupe. Guaranteed crit. I like what I'm seeing like that for sure. Yep, and there's the additional from the equipment I gave him. The free Power of Wishes equip. Okay. I guess I did not have to use item here, because even if this was a super attack right here, we would nullify it because of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So we are cooking for sure. You know, we are gonna kill, huh? I could bring out the other oob. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I could bring out the other oob, huh? Sorry about that, but dude, the other oob we could bring out right here, and he is going to be able to also support this rotation and the next rotation. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we'll bring out this oob right here, and we should be able to still transform him if we really wanted to, right? But it doesn't really matter. So we'll grab these 3 Orbisory Guards in the first slot like that. Bam. We'll grab this here, and then we could save some of these int orbs, I guess, right? It doesn't really matter. Well, I just think I'll grab this. That should be fine. Well, I want to get the extra defense raise just in case. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna have GT dual support. We're gonna have this oob support right here and this other rotation, and we're gonna be cooking. So yeah, let's see what this oob tanks for, right? This is not a like Rainbow Oob or anything like that, but yeah, okay, 135k. That's with only 4 orbs, so he has the guard and the 40% reduction, and free dupe. Not even level 10. He tanked that pretty well. I think for sure he ate that Broly super very, very well. If he was rainbowed, that likely could have been double digits even. A rainbow, like the extra stats, that it makes a huge difference because it's an extra 3,000 stats to your like base stats. And that is pretty huge, right? 12,000 to 12.5 to 15k. That's a lot for sure. And this Super Saiyan 4 doesn't even have any equips for defense. He only has offensive equips, right? Now the thing that sucks is that we can't get the GT Duo like 80% attack support, but it's fine. It's not really the biggest deal ever if we're not able to get that, right? I'll definitely am fine either way. Okay, well, he's gonna super them, huh? This is obviously livable with their full reduction. They don't die here, but this will do actually a good amount of damage. So I guess if we stay under this HP threshold, we could potentially still get the GT Dual support, right? So right here, yeah, what is his defense gonna be? Yeah, okay. He's at 766k defense. Again, in slot 1, when the turn starts, he gets 77% extra defense. As you see right here, on movement slot 2 is not activated yet, right? So his defense gets even higher, and he's at 50% damage reduction. Like, that's just insane. There's nothing else for me to say. This guy is able to cook really, really well here. So I will grab these two actually. Let's see. So he's getting, again, full support. Most of his links active, everything except for prepare for battle. So let's see what this guy is able to cook for us here today. 18.6 mil attack stat. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. That's pretty good with guaranteed crits here, by the way, again. As long as he hit 24 keys, guaranteed critting. Broly super me right here. Yes, dude, this is gonna be double digits. This is easy double digits. He's at near, yeah, he's definitely like a million defense, right? Now that he gets the extra defense race here. Yep, he's cooking. Again, he's getting the OOP support, right? It's pretty massive, that OOP support, 70% extra defense. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about this, this is something you could realistically get in a lot of scenarios, because by the time you get this guy out, the other Goku likely would have taken 5 attacks, right? Especially if this is like something you get on like turn 7 or even like turn 5, right? The other Goku may have taken 5 attacks by that point, like turn 6, right? Okay, that's pretty good. We'll probably, okay, we have the, interesting, so we do have the scouter there, huh? How should I do this? I will definitely, I'm gonna use this here. I'll grab this with you. Bam. I'm actually going to use this here. We get this Super Saiyan 4 out. He has, yeah, oh, another thing I didn't talk about. Forgot, he does full heal. Yeah, no, well, it's not a full. He has a 77% HP heal. So I guess we'll run him here again. He doesn't have to be in slot 1 for his full offensive power anymore. That's only in the defense extra passive is in slot 1. Oh, this guy countered, huh? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, another thing, this guy actually doesn't counter, but I don't think he needs to counter attack, but kind of does, like a huge part of the Super Saiyan 4 team is the counters, right? But I guess their idea was to make this guy, again, the prominent slot 1 unit, but they probably didn't want to give him counters to compensate for how good he is in slot 1. I mean, he's cooking in slot 1 really, really well. This guy is guarding, by the way, right here, so he should be fine, even with just the 25% reduction. So yeah, let's see, what does he take here with, he has his full defense passive up now, right? But does he, take for double digits still, even without his full passive? He should. I think for sure he should. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we cooked pretty hard. This guy actually think he might barely not kill, question mark? If he crits, he kills for sure. No, in general, he does kill. Okay, that was less HP Broly had than I thought. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Goku looked really good here. I feel like we got all the good aspects for this guy. Okay, this is a 20-minute video. I went much more in depth than I probably should have, but it's whatever, you know, that's fine. For the next few videos, I'll probably go a little less in depth, because I presume, especially if you're looking for what he does against Sin, you know more or less a lot of what he's already doing. I mean, there's been showcases out for a few days already, so yeah, that is Goku. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.